So kind of. I do want to give you a heads up though, even though I'm gonna break down why I think Sabrina Carpenter accidentally played a part in her getting cheated on. I do not think cheating on your partner is okay. I've always been of the idea that unless you're in a polyamorous relationship, if you are seriously considering cheating on your partner, you should just end that relationship. At the end of the day, it's going to cause them less pain. There is literally no reason to not do it, because if you're considering it, you do not want to be in that relationship. Just end it so you can go do your own thing, and don't string along this person that you've been with, because that's fucking awful. The only reason you could be doing it is if you're a piece of shit. That's how I've always felt. I understand there's going to be resistance from people that are big fans of her, but I want to analyze the situation just completely objectively, and we're going to put ourselves in these people's shoes to kind of figure out, or hope to figure out, what exactly happened. So in case you don't know who Sabrina Carpenter is, she was an actress on a Disney Channel show. She was in Girl Meets World. But if I'm not mistaken, she had been posting videos online since she was even younger than that. This year, her music career kind of just hit. It just blew up. Like, she was all over the place. She had a lot of songs this year on the Billboard Top 100. Over the years, she's amassed like a big fan base, and it's only gotten even larger with her blowing up. She entered a relationship with, what's his fucking name? She got into a relationship with Barry Keoghan. Basically, Barry cheated on her. He cheated on her with a girl called, what's her name? God damn it. He cheated on Sabrina with a girl called Becky Hill. That is the whole event. That is everything that happened. Let's focus in on things, and I'm sure like the answer will come to you guys as we progress. First thing to keep in mind is right off the bat, Sabrina has always been much more public than Barry has. He has his public persona, but a lot of his private life is just kept private. Like, there's not much blending that happened. And one thing that I noticed immediately when they started dating is obviously her Please 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 song, the one that goes, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. You guys probably heard it. Now, on surface level, it seems fine, but like, let's really analyze the impact of this song. So let's just kind of put it into context. So a lot of Sabrina's fans are rabid fans. They're like fanatical even, because they're very passionate about who she is and her music, which is understandable. I think they go a little overboard. That song is basically a like, oh, you best be on your best behavior. And it's also kind of inviting the fans into this thing that should really be private. It's almost like she's telling him, if you don't do your shit right, my fans will keep you in line. They're watching your every single move, which if you think about it objectively, it's kind of messed up. And I don't think Sabrina did it on purpose. Imagine if you have just one person just constantly observing you at all times of the day, to the point where you probably feel like you have no privacy. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I was in a relationship. One thing that would happen a lot throughout the course of that relationship is this person, she wanted me to always be there. And what I mean by that is, if I'm not physically there with her, she almost expected me to be on FaceTime with her at all times and fall asleep while we were on FaceTime. When I couldn't be on FaceTime, she would get upset. She would get angry. I thought at the time that I had developed like allergies or something, because there were several times throughout the day where I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was suffocating. And I was like, fuck, maybe I have asthma. Maybe I have something like that. And I was doing all these tests and they all came back negative. And eventually she broke up with me. I was heartbroken. I didn't really understand why. It just really felt like it came out of nowhere. And although I was heartbroken, the one thing that went away was that inability to breathe. And it turns out that I had been having panic attacks this whole time. This is just an anecdote. I don't think that Sabrina meant to do this, but there was definitely a lot of pressure that probably fell on Barry because of this song. And from my understanding, Barry was supposed to go see Sabrina's concert, but ended up not going. So if I had to guess, and this is just the chain of events that I think makes the most sense, I think that he was feeling very suffocated. So to kind of try to let some of that steam off and maybe feel like he has some personal time, he went to a bar, he got drunk. For whatever reason, Becky Hill was there. I think that she definitely instigated, and he was probably pretty drunk, would be my guess. Whether he was drunk or not, it doesn't really change the fact that what he did was wrong. But basically that happened, and now Sabrina and him have broken up again because he cheated on her. I feel like I need to repeat the fact that I don't think that because there was all this pressure on Barry that he should have cheated on her. I think that the mature and correct thing to do is he should have gone to her and told her how he has felt because of that, and then talk about like what they can do, steps that they can take so that he doesn't feel that way, because that's what you would do in a healthy relationship. But as far as that goes, I think that that's pretty much what happened. At the end of the day, even they don't know the full story. You can only really truly know everything about something that you were directly involved with. So no matter how much we theory craft, how much we try to put ourselves in people's shoes, we can only kind of guess. But to me, this is what just makes the most sense. As far as why people think he cheated on Sabrina with Becky Hill, that has a lot to do with TikToks that she was reposting on TikTok, but also that she uploaded 2 Snapchats. One of them was her holding a margarita where she was rating the margarita. On top of the margarita, she had the picture of the poster for Saltburn, which is a movie that Barry was in. It's a little salty, I think she put. And then the second picture, she was drinking, I think, a blackberry smash. And then in the caption, obviously she had the rating, but she also said berry smash, and then it was like 9 point something. But then it also had the laughing while crying emoji, but also the shushing emoji. I mean, that just sounds downright evil. It makes it very hard to not think that it was her, but just think about how much a fucking villain that you have to be to do that. You could have spit your game and helped him cheat and then just not said anything else. She really came out and she's bragging about it, which is fucked up. As far as like why I think she did that, I mean, I can only guess. I feel like as a man, I really shouldn't be commenting on it. I just think that it's not my place to do so. But if I had to guess, it would probably have to do something with like CPTSD, parental issues, or any of those kinds of things. Because, you know, I just saw not too long ago that she was trying to get back with Jinxie, which is how I know her. I know she was dating a really large Twitch streamer called Jinxie, and their relationships seemed to have been maybe like toxic, but she was trying to get back together with him, but then immediately goes on to do this. So always whenever there's like contradicting actions like that, for me, I always think to myself, this is either CPTSD or this person's got some sort of parental issue. All I could say is Barry should have spoken up more. He should grow some balls and feel comfortable communicating with his partner. Sabrina, I mean, I would say be careful with the things that you do, but realistically, like, I don't think what she did was necessarily so bad. I can understand it causing a person to feel some kind of way. I don't know what was going on with their relationship behind closed doors, but you know, you got to be able to communicate. And Becky Hill, dude, just go get some therapy. I mean, to be fair, probably all 3 of these people need therapy in some way, shape, or form. I mean, I just think everybody needs therapy, but definitely Becky Hill, I recommend you go see a psychologist because you are living a very destructive life. That's just my opinion, I guess. This is just the conclusion that I can come up with if I analyze the situation using pretty much just logic and empathy. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Barry was wrong? I really hope not. If you do, you should not be here. This is not the channel for you. But what do you guys think? Do you think it happened differently? Let me know down in the comments. I'm always open to hear people's theories. I believe it or not, even though I don't personally like being involved in drama, I really like hearing it. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, you know, and hit the bell so you guys can be informed, notified when I make a new video. This has been Subtly Artistic. Peace out.